Okay, I hate to be that like white girl chick type base, but welcome back, guys, to my channel. Um, this is probably gonna be a very unexpected like video. I'm only gonna make this video just because I've talked about him numerous amounts of times, and you guys already probably know where this is going. I've talked to him about him in past videos. I've also talked about him on my Snapchat, on my live streams, and everybody knows him already. Breadstick. Everybody knows Breadstick as Breadstick. Um, but today I will be telling the story about how we met, because everybody wanted that story and I didn't get to finish it on my live stream, and I'm pretty sure I just told like a glimpse of it. But this is the story of how we met and how we are now. First off, I'm gonna start saying that Breadstick's real name, actually, I'm not gonna give you guys a cliffhanger for this one. Breadstick's real name is Seth. I'm pretty sure most people already knew this. Breadstick's real name was Seth. Yeah, that's really all you need to know. I don't know why y'all like we're guessing like other white boy names, but his name's Seth. I don't know why y'all are guessing like some really white boy names, but his name is Seth. I'm not gonna really say anything else about it. But his name's Seth. We don't live in the same area. He actually lives up from me. We live in a 11-hour difference than us. We don't like 11-hour drive. It's just we just decided to do long distance. We're gonna get into the story about how me and Seth met. So I'm just gonna put this into like 3 parts, I guess. The first part is how we met, and then second part is the week leading up to him asking me out. Then the ending will just be the breakup. But to clarify, I was in a relationship with Seth. Me and Seth did have a relationship, and my family knew, but not that many people knew on my Snapchat. Like, close friends of mine knew, but you guys really speculated it, but y'all didn't really know that I was dating him. So y'all just thought that he was a friend of mine or my best friend or a crush of mine. No, this man was my boyfriend. My parents were okay with it. My little brother loved Seth. My sister-in-law also loved Seth. My parents loved Seth because Seth was just a really amazing guy. I'm not going to lie. He really was amazing, but the thing he did was not fine. When Seth first messaged me, it was the first YouTube video I made, which was the reading my Instagram, my TikTok messages. I texted him, he texted me saying like, hey, I'm a big fan, I love your videos. It'd be cool if you really noticed me. Can we be friends? I was like, yeah, definitely. Because I tell all my fans like we could be friends. And if you guys love and support, I will definitely be your friend. Like that's like no guarantee. Like that's the way of me giving back to you guys. I interact with you guys. So Seth was just telling me how he was a big fan, how he loved my videos, and to be his friend. I was like, definitely, we could be friends. And I didn't know at the time that he followed me on he added me on my Snapchat, and we became friends on there. So we started talking more, and he was asking me like questions, and like I was responding back. I was just trying to be friends. And then I was like, so what do you look like? And then I saw a picture of him, and I was like, oh, whoa, you kind of cute. Not gonna lie, you cute. And then I was like, this man is actually in my age range of like being my age. So I was like, let me just, cha-cha slide. Just try to cha-cha slide into this. So we start talking, and instantly we get a connection of just, we're just like, oh, you're cute. Oh, you're cute. I wish you didn't live far away. And like him saying, oh my God, I don't even know you, but I already miss you already. This and that. And like, the flirty things that people do. He has an ex-girlfriend. I'm not gonna really get into that because, again, that is his business. It's not mine to tell at all. Like, my family knows about it. Like, I've told them because I thought it was the right thing to do because I had to tell them, and my sister-in-law knows, and like my friends don't know, but only my family knows. So his ex-girlfriend, she's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like really highly cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, there's something wrong with her brain. Like, there's highly, like, some, like, wires that are not put together right. Like, I'm saying this girl's crazy, like, literally crazy. To me, I thought that was just, like, funny. I was like, because you're obsessing over a boy that doesn't even like you back. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's funny. So, at the time, me and him were talking for, like, a day. She texts me, and I get an immediate text from Seth. And, I'm also not going to mention her name. I'm just going to call her Addison. That's not the word for Addison Ray, okay? Just leave me alone. Addison texted me, but Seth also texted me like straight away. Like it was literally Addison's Snapchat right under. Like it was Addison's message. Addison has become your friend on Snapchat. Addison is texting Addison, and it was like from Addison, and then it was like Seth at the top. It was like, did Addison text you on Snapchat? And I sent him a screenshot of like both the messages. I was like, yeah, she did. Who was she? And he goes, that is my ex-girlfriend, and she is crazy. I was like, okay. So he goes, just block her. I said, no, I want to read the message first. The message just is Addison saying, you, like, she's calling me a whore, calling me all these mean words that children should never say. The bleep, 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 bleep. I'm over here just going like, I don't even know who you are. You don't even know who I am. So you have a problem, like a serious problem. You don't even know who I am. You really hate on me for no reason. And she's like, well, Seth's mine. You can't have him. He's been mine forever. This, that, and third. And I was like, sis, we just started talking. You're really crazy. Like, chill. We just started talking. Like, pretending to be my manager at this time, and my manager was my mom, but I was just pretending to be my manager because I thought it was funny, like, of her just doing this. So I was like, hey, this is her manager. She's actually not on the phone right now. She's actually responding back to people's messages, but this is her manager, and you need to stay out of Lovely and Seth's love life. Addison's is like, I don't care. She's over here trying to steal my man's, and then, like, after that, I told her, as my manager, stop texting Lovely. She has work to do. And she texts me like an hour later saying, Seth is mine, you can't have him because now I'm his girlfriend. I was like, so then I texted back, was like being me. I was like, haha, you're funny, okay. And like that was literally it. Haha, funny, okay. That whole thing happened, and Seth was just like, yeah, Addison's crazy, like this and that and the third. And like she started telling me all these things, like she would say to him, like, you know that toxic point in life where like you shouldn't be that person's friend because they're like doing this, saying this, and then taking that back and saying, oh yeah, I didn't do this, like love me, hate me, this and that, just like, sorry, like they're like the love-hate relationship, like, oh yeah, I did this to you, but you should still love me, like I'm gonna do this just to get your attention. That's what she was doing to Seth, like manipulating him into thinking like, oh yeah, this is love, this is the type of thing that we are doing because it's okay, when the whole time it really wasn't okay. Like their whole relationship was her like telling him what to do, and you can't do this, I'm gonna do this, I got to take this is my thing, you can't do that, that's I'm gonna go on there, I'm gonna do this. Like she was like controlling the whole entire relationship. And he used to tell me that, and I was like, that was like not okay, like you can't let somebody do that to you, like if we even break up, don't let somebody do that to you. And he was like, yeah, true, like I'm not gonna let that happen to me again. I was like, good. There was this one, I'm pretty sure it was that night, she like snapped. It was like really weird. Like it was like quiet until then. Like he was texting her saying like, stop, like leave me alone, like I don't want to be with you, like leave me alone. It was like that rain before the storm, like the storm hit. Like it was all quiet until she like literally snapped. Like it was like a random thing. He was like, she's trying to kill herself, like she's trying to kill herself. I was like, what is wrong with her? Like what is like mentally wrong with her? So I told him to give her, this is a bad idea, I know this was a bad idea. I decided to do it because in my mind, my mom even says this to me, Lovely, you are not a therapist, you cannot fix someone's situations. And yes, I know, I'm not a therapist, I'm not licensed in, I'm not even started high school yet, so that's how you know this is a bad situation. But I usually help my friends out, and like I help them like and put them in conversations, because sometimes I know some things that they're going through. So I thought that in my mind, like I had the mental capacity to be like, yes, I know. Like I really thought that. So he gives me her number, and I start texting her like, hey, this is the girl that you were just yelling at. And she was like, I'm sorry for calling you this and that. This and that. And like we're like I kind of simmer her down. Like me and Seth are still on the phone, but Addison is over here like simmering down. Like I'm just like, hey, like listen, Seth loves you. Like, calm down. I'm not taking him away from you. You guys can still be friends. I'm like, it's like the smooth sailing. We're like becoming friends. Like, weird, I know. We're becoming friends, and I'm just trying to keep her calm. So then Seth can stay over here calm, and I'm like keeping it calm. Then she snaps again. She was like, I don't even know. I wish I had the messages too. I wish I had the messages. I probably do. So if I do the messages, there's the messages. Like, I'm gonna blur her name out, but there's the messages. She's just like everywhere, like saying that nobody loves her, that it would be better off if she was dead, that Seth doesn't love her anymore. And Addison was just like, I was like, no, Seth loves you, your parents love you. And then I started giving her a scenario of like, imagine if you had a daughter and she wanted to hurt herself and you didn't know what to do, but you really loved your kid, you put everything into your kid, and you made sure your kid had this best life, and she was just ignoring me. So I was kind of getting annoyed, because I hate when people just ignore me when I'm trying to like put something in their mind. I'm just like, I hate that. So Seth's over here trying to cool down Addison, and stuff's just going on. And then like, I guess she simmers down a little bit, and she tells Seth, saying, if I don't text you tomorrow, I'm dead. So Seth's over here panicking, but that night it was like the first time we ever like were on an actual phone call. We went to sleep together. It was like the cute little relationship, fake little crushing moments where you were just like getting into know each other, but you guys were still like really big flirting, acting like you guys were in a relationship. But yeah, that was happening. And I guess the next morning she was back on this snap mode. Like, she was just like back to back. I want to kill myself, this and that. Like, I can't do this anymore. Seth doesn't love me, this and that. Like, she's like pinning it on Seth. Like, she's not putting it on anything else. She's pinning it on Seth, which is making Seth more and more and more and more and stressed out. Like, I can feel his stress through the phone. Like, I was getting stressed on myself, but I was over here trying to make sure that his stress like dialed down. Like, I was like, here, look, just go get some water, just go sit down, like, listen to me. I'm fine, I'm calm. You should be calm too. Like, that's literally the whole situation. I'm over here trying to like calm him down, and then she does this thing where I'm also trying to text her too. Like I'm like, don't do this, like, don't do this, like, don't hurt yourself for Seth. Seth loves you. Like, look, there's a bright side to all of this. I've been down that road. I wanted to hurt myself and do something stupid, but I've gotten myself back up. Like, listen. And she's just not listening. So I was just like, you know what? I can't help you anymore. I really can't help you so anymore. I know that most people are probably in the comments like, you should have tried. You should have pushed more harder. No, I couldn't do literally anything. She wouldn't listen. So at this point, I gave up. I told Seth, I gave up. Addison is just, I can't. I can't. I have to let her do her thing. So Seth understands the fact. I said, you have to let her do her thing. Stop texting her. In this mindset, I know that, oh yeah, you're a bad person for telling him to stop talking to his ex-girlfriend. That's not a bad thing. To tell the person that you're talking to stop texting their ex-girlfriend. You should have been already done that. Like, I even stopped talking to my ex-boyfriends. Like, that's a no-go. But I told him, was like, hey, don't talk to her for now, because you're going to ruin things, or she's going to actually try to do it, and it's going to end up bad. She tries to run and tries to get hit by a car. The car swerves. Like, she doesn't get hit, but she still has to go to the hospital. She goes into, like, the mental institution. I don't know what it was, but she had to, like, go to the crazy hospital. He was all freaked out, but then we, like, let it be. Like, it was fine for, like, 2 days. We were just both vibing. We were both chilling. We were both, like, really happy to be with each other. Like, we weren't together, but we were, like, you know, at the peak of being together. Like, we were like right there, and we were ready to like go into a relationship. But we just knew that my parents wouldn't allow it, so we just like waited. We waited until Addison's mom texted and was like, hey Seth, this is Addison's mom. Addison just wanted to let you know that you can text her, you can call her at her therapist's office at this time on weekends, on this time on weekdays. And he calls me and is like, hey, just letting you know, Addison's mom texted me, sends me a screenshot. I don't have the screenshot because I deleted me and his conversation. Was like, I delete, like, he was just like, I don't know what to do. I was like, you should just, like, get closure. Like, tell her, like, it's over. Like, we can't do this. Like, it's over. Like, I would have done that. Like, I would have called and be like, I don't want to have this, like, toxic relationship between me and you, but I can't do this. I would have said that. But I already know that in his mind, he wouldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He just couldn't. He just didn't want to break her heart even more. And I knew, and I get that. But, dude, sometimes you have to let things go. He told me that he was going to call, like, the next day. And I was like, okay. And, like, he didn't call. He kind of forgot to. And then the next day, he didn't wake up. And then the next day, I woke him up. And, like, he didn't get to call. And then, well, he called. And they were like, just call back at this time. And then he forgot to. And then on the weekend, he called. And she was, like, apologizing to him, saying that, like, saying this, and that, and the third, and saying that, like, she shouldn't have, like, put him through that, like, her therapist, like, really figured out, like, put into her head that, like, that was messed up, and that she couldn't, like, they couldn't do that, and she was, like, trying to apologize, but I knew that it wasn't a sincere, like, a good apology. Like, I wasn't even there. Like, he told me, like, this, like, all these things that she was saying, I was like, that doesn't even sound like a sincere apology. Like, she's trying to become in your life when I know that he doesn't. He's trying to, like, leave, but he can't, because she's just, like, trying to make, like, guilt trip him into having, like, to saying, like, knowing all these things. So, then the next time they call, she calls him, and I'm already, like, doing my own thing. I'm, like, trying to do my TikTok thing, and yeah, he's like, just go do you. Like, I don't want you to get in trouble. Just go do you. I was like, okay. So he calls me, and he's like, he's like crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? He goes, because she literally told me, like, oh my God, I cheated on you with this, and that person, and your best friend, and this. And I was like, why would she even do that? Like, why would she even say that to you? Like, y'all are, like, fine, and y'all were, like, done with each other. Why would she do this? Like, why would she do that? And he was just like, I don't know, she's, like, messing with my mind, like, I don't even, and he's, like, freaking out. I'm, like, I'm calming him down, like, telling him little jokes and stuff, and, yeah, and, like, calming him down, and, like, he was like, I just want this all to end. Like, I keep remembering him saying, I want this all to end, and I'm like, I know, me too. Like, I don't even know how you're, like, even coping with this drama. We're gonna get to the part where, now, I guess we were just in part 2, well, yeah, no, we're about to go into part 2. So we're getting into part 2 now, where he finally asks me to be his girlfriend, but I had to decline his offer. I'm not going to say anything else with Addison, because that is a whole legal thing with them, so I'm not trying to get into that, but she just kept making his life a living nightmare, and I was there to witness it all crumble down. Like, his whole entire, like, I saw him just rip apart, and it was very sad to watch someone very happy crumble. It was just upsetting and hurt my own feelings, and I was even scared for him to even, I was like, how did you even get in this situation? Like, I feel so bad for you. I was like, ay bendito, I'm so sorry, and this and that, you know, the girlfriend vibe. So we're in the part 2 now, where he's, like, trying to keep his head up with me. Like, I'm the only thing that's making him happy. I mean, he also had, like, I don't think he wants me to say this at all. I don't even know, because I'm not friends with him right now, or at all. But he is, he has some family things that it just turned everything happy. Like, he was the most happiest human being, and, like, she wasn't really texting him at the time. Like, everything was just fine. Like, I was over here, and he asked me to be his girlfriend. I had to slowly decline because my parents, and then everything was just chill. Like, she was in the hospital, they were doing all this stuff with her, he was over here with me and his family, we were having fun. I met his dog, met his sister is my best friend, I met his brother, I met his mom, I met his dad, that whole shenanigans. Like, everybody in his family knew me, everybody in my family knew him. So, and then, by the way, the word, how we came up with his breadstick, the name of him, was because I was like, it'd be funny if somebody asked me to give out their name, but your name would be like breadstick because he's white. And that's not supposed to be a racist thing. It's just that I love bread, and he was a breadstick because he's shaped like a stick. So that's why I named him breadstick. Back to the story, part two of the thing. We were just having a good old time, and like I said, like, it was like all these legal things going on. But then she brings in something else, like at the end of the part two, she brings in something else that really set him off to the point where I knew that he couldn't handle it, but he was like hanging on by a little string, like hoping for hope that it all stop. Like, I knew in my mind, like, it wouldn't stop, and I know that he was over there, like, literally hurting, knowing that this wasn't going to stop and this wasn't going to end. So he had to keep responding to her just so she can have this entertainment type vibe from it. So I kept telling him, like, do not respond, leave her undelivered. Like, leave her undelivered. Like, do not. Let's leave her on red, leave her undelivered. I don't really care what you do, just do not respond. You're going to make it worse. Like, I've known for the past 2 years now that you shouldn't respond back to somebody who's doing this stuff. Like, any bullies, any toxic relationship, just don't give them the entertainment, because they're like, keep coming back because they know that you're going to respond back. That's how I know how to get away from my stalker, which is a whole different story. Get away from my stalker, get away from my toxic ex. That whole thing, that was just what I told him to do. Just don't respond. You're gonna make it worse if you respond. Then she gets all into this, like, sad depression thing again, but this is where we go into part 3. She finally gets released from the hospital. He doesn't know, like, because they haven't been texting. He had to find out from a friend of his, saying that, like, oh yeah, like, Addison's at the park, or Addison's, like, I've seen Addison downtown and stuff. Like, he had to find out from somebody, because he told me, he was like, oh yeah, Addison's back in town, I guess she's at the hospital. And she was trying to respond to him, like, trying to communicate with him, but he was giving in at some points, and I told him not to, and he just decided to, like, was like, screw you, I'm going to, because, like, she was over here like, oh my god, I can't breathe without you, this and that, like, this, that, and the third, you know, just trying to get him back when he was like, I have a full-on girlfriend. No, I have a full-on girlfriend. By part 3, my parents allow Seth to date me, and my parents actually see, because I've dated a lot of people, and Seth was, like, I'm actually saying this for a fact, Seth was really different than everybody else. Like, my parents only loved him, my family only loved him, because he cared. Like, he doesn't care about himself. He cares about other people. He puts other people in front of him, which is, like I get that's awesome and stuff, like, but you shouldn't do that. You should really put yourself in front of other people. Like, I would probably jump in front of a bus for him, and I know he would too. He'd probably catch a bullet for me. But this man was, like, always putting himself before others, and I found that cute at the time, but I also found that, like, not okay. So every time, like, she'd, like, say, oh yeah, I'm Bendito, I'm gonna kill myself again, like, he'd always be like, go talk to your mom, 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 don't talk to me, go talk to your mom. But by this time, he'd be telling me this, like secondhand. He'd be telling me, like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. Like, I'd say that, just say that. When I know he didn't. Like, he kept lying to me, and we already made this discussion with me and him. Like, we would always we wouldn't tell lies. We wouldn't tell lies. We never told lies. He only told me one lie, and that was because he twisted his ankle, and he wanted to keep talking to me. And that was the only lie that we always we only told each other. And I'm pretty sure the whole time he was talking to her, he was lying to me about some things that he was saying. And that time, I just believed him because I was like, I was falling in love with this man. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I was falling hard, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like I wasn't like in love. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna marry you. This and that and the third, and we are going to have a, like, I see our future together. Like I didn't have like a prince. He wasn't like my prince charming or anything. It was just like, oh yeah, I like you, I love you, you are amazing, this, that, and the third. Like I was like, I kept believing this man. So I was just like going with the flow, just telling her to respond back with this, just leave her alone or just do this. And he was saying that he was doing those things, and she kept coming back, but I know that he was lying, and I just let it happen because, again, I love this man. So by the time he has still legal situations with him, and we're trying to keep each other like happy and positive, like we're like we made up this game called one word sentences where we'd go back and forth, and it'd be like, I love you so freaking much. Like it'd just be like that. And that was just like, it was just us. Like it was just Lovely and Seth, not Lovely, Seth, and Addison. So we're near the time, probably like, oh, we were only dated for 12 days. It was 12 days of us dating. Well, actually no, it wasn't. Well, technically I put our date as the day he asked me out. Actually no, I put the date as the day my parents allowed me to date him. So not the date that he asked me, because I said no that day. So it was August 2nd, 2012. August 2nd, 2012. So that was our anniversary, and it's actually on my pants, which I have to cross out. And that was, again, like I said, 12 days of us dating. So I'm pretty sure on the last week of us dating, he was like getting so fed up with this, like he was like crying with me on, like he was crying to me on the phone, and she came back in and was like texting him, saying all these things, and I was like, do not entertain her, do not entertain her, do not entertain her. But then she started saying these things, like legal things, like I can't say to him, and they were having this conversation. He was just breaking down, and I was like, I didn't know how to do anything. But this was the night before we broke up. We were on the phone with each other, and the call ends, and I'm like confused. And at this point, I knew in my head, like I already knew instantly, he's texting Addison, like he's on the phone with Addison. I already know, like I don't even have to like call him to see that he's on the phone with Addison. And sure enough, I texted my friend. I texted Chris. I was like, yo, Chris, like, can I tell you something? And so I told him the whole thing. And Chris is over here like, yeah, that's like not okay for her to be doing these things to him. Like I even told him the legal part. He was like, it's not okay for him to be her to be doing that. Like at this age, like they shouldn't be like that shouldn't be like a thing that's been going down with him. Like that's not okay. And I was like, exactly. So I call him just to make sure that I know in my head, like I know what's going on. I call him, and on Messenger it tells you, because he didn't have an iPhone, he has an Android. So on Messenger it tells you when you're on a phone, when the other person's on the phone with somebody else, it'll say like this person blah 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 is on the phone with somebody else. So I called him, and it instantly disconnects and goes, Seth is on the phone with somebody else. And I was like, so I know. So I'm spam texting him like, babe, hey, like, are you okay? This, and that, and I'm just like trying to act like I don't know. Like I was, hey, like, babe, is this, like, are you okay? Like, something happened? Are you okay? And like he's not responding. Like it's just going through as delivered. So I'm just like not okay. And I call my friend Tristan, and I told him the whole situation, and I'm like bawling because there is this deep thing in the whole time during the relationship. There's this deep, like, gathering up, like, things that she said to him and putting in a ball and putting it in a jar that I just want to punch her like so hard in the face. Not that you guys should just go start punching people. I just want to like grab her and just knock her out. Like, she is like so horrible. Like, I don't even know how she has friends. Like, she's so bad. Like, she's horrible. She's a horrible person. Like, to do to do the things that she did to Seth really hurt me more than it probably hurt him. Actually, no, probably not. But it hurt him the same way it hurt me. Like, I felt like I was in the relationship. I felt like the whole thing happened to me. Like, it just was like something you shouldn't do to a person. And it just really messed up my brain. It was just hurting so bad. And I'm telling him all these things, and like I'm like literally crying because I'm like, how can a person decide to keep loving another person even though they're hurting that person? And I'm probably gonna cry again, but I didn't understand how he can still love somebody. Like, I was like, I can't be that type of girlfriend who just tells you like you can't love this person at all. You can't love. I can't tell him like you can't love somebody because he loved me and I couldn't tell him like you can't love me. So I was just like explaining to him like all these things that she kept saying to him, and I was like, I just don't know how to help him because he's not listening to me. He's not listening. And I'm trying to tell him like the do's and don'ts, like please don't do this, you're gonna do that, and it's gonna mess up this. And if you don't do that, if you're gonna do that, she's gonna do this. And please don't. And I'm telling him, please don't do that. And he's just deciding to do that. And I'm just like, please, like you're going to ruin things. And I don't want you to mess up things at all because I love this man. And I'm probably crying for like no possible reason, but I cared for him. I cared for anything he did. He cared for me. Like, we were just both caring, like, we were, like, best friends. Like, I've only known this guy for, like, 2-3 weeks, and he was, like, already my best friend. And I was just trying to help him, but I understand that people don't listen to you when you tell them to do things, because that's not how the world works. It doesn't revolve around you telling somebody to do things. So, I was just, like, really hurt that he wasn't listening to me. And I just wanted him to listen to me, and he wouldn't listen. So I was just crying that night. I was crying. I didn't tell him I was crying because he called me and was like, hey, Addison called me. I'm sorry. She had a panic attack, and I had to help her. I was like, mm-hmm. And then he started going on about something that happened, and I was just going, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Because I didn't want to talk to him because I didn't want him to see that I was crying because I knew he was going to be like, why are you crying? And then when he says, okay, are you okay? I bawl. Like he said it twice to me before. The first time I cried on the phone with him, he was like, are you okay? And I just was bawling, and he was just there. And the second time, he did it on purpose too. But I didn't want him to ask if I was okay because I wanted to be strong. I was trying to be strong for him. But I guess he found that in a hard way. I'm pretty sure if he sees this video, I never told him this. Why I was being like this that night, I didn't tell him this because I just didn't want to talk to him when he broke up with me because I just couldn't. Well, Seth, if you're saying this is the reason why. I didn't want you to get hurt. Like, I was trying so hard to make you not get hurt, but I know you were leading that path. So I would have fought to be with you. I would have fought so hard to, like, make you not break up with me, but I knew I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. I couldn't do that. It was hard. I couldn't do that. So I just let him go. But that night, he, I guess, thought in his brain, like, I didn't want to talk to him. Like, he just was really depressed that night. And I saw that, and I just couldn't be on the phone with him. So I fell asleep, and that morning was actually a live stream story when I was talking to you guys about the live stream. Oh, my phone, the haunted thing, yeah, my phone was, like, unplugged and sitting on my pillow, and the first notification I see is, I'm way too depressed. It's from like, mi amor, what I put his name as, and he also put my name as that. It says, mi amor, has texted you, and it says, I'm way too depressed to be in a relationship with you. and I skim it to the bottom, and it says, and I have to break up with you. And I quick open my phone. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, we can't break up. Like, this is not real. Like, this has to be a dream. Like, in my head, I'm like, this has to be a dream. Like, this is not real. So I'm like, I know this is real, and I'm like, this can't be real. So I'm like over here, like, trying to keep myself together, not cry, but I know, like, my heart kind of shattered and everything in my whole entire body, like, all my blood pressure went down and I was cold. And we're having this conversation, and there is a point, which I don't have the messages, I wish I saved them, but there's a message that he said which really, 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 really hurt my feelings. And that was the message that just, I was just like, I can't, I'm done. The only thing that hurt me the most during the whole paragraph that he sent me was, I love Addison. Again, not her real name, I'm not trying to come for Addison Rae. I love Addison. Addison has been my whole life. I cannot stop loving Addison. And I don't love you. So that completely shattered everything inside me, and my whole body was just ice cold. So in my head, I'm thinking, everything you just said to me in the past 12 days, even more, was a complete lie? You just lied to me? Our whole relationship? I showed you to my family, let you play with my nephew, like, on the phone. I told my fans to you. I let you on my social media platforms. I thought you believed in me, and you're telling me that the whole time you couldn't be with me? You didn't want to be with me? You didn't even want to text me? That's what you're saying to me? And I was so hurt. I was like, go ahead. You can take her. Go. Just, please, go away. I didn't say that to him, but he already knew that I was hurt already. And I like, we even had this conversation before where I was like, close your eyes. I literally told him, close your eyes and think of a scenario where we'd break up. And he's like, oh yeah, I can't. I couldn't think of one either. I couldn't see us cheating on each other. I couldn't see him breaking up with me. I couldn't see me breaking up with me. I couldn't see us not loving each other. I couldn't see us not caring about each other. I just couldn't see it. And I think I couldn't see it because I knew it was going to happen so soon. And I'm sorry I'm crying. But this man was just saying that he didn't care. So I was just like, go be with her. Do whatever you want. Just go. And at this point I was just like, I was bawling. I was crying. I blocked him on literally everything. It was my Messenger, my Facebook, my Snapchat, my Instagram. I forgot I didn't block him on TikTok, and that's a story that I will tell in a minute. And I remembered I had his sister on my Instagram, and I was like, because his sister really was really nice to me. She's so amazing. She's so kind. I love her. Like, if I were over there, like, being them, like, I'd probably be her best friend. I told her, I was like, you can tell your brother that you can tell Addison that she can have him. I don't want him. I was like, I don't want him. So she was just like, what's going on? What happened? I was like, he broke up with me. And she was infuriated. Like, she really didn't want us to break up, because she seen how bad Addison was. Again, not her real name. I'm not coming for Addison Rae. But she saw how horrible she was to him, and saw that how happy he was with me, and she was saying like, oh yeah, he's not gonna get with her, I'm not gonna let that happen, this and that and the third. And I was like, it's okay, like, I don't even care, they can be with each other or not, it's whatever they want. So I told her, I was like, I also told her what happened, what he said to me, and like she, I guess, went to go talk to him, and she's like, oh, he said that it hurt way more the breakup with you than anything else. I was like, that's a lie, because he didn't. He literally was sending me paragraphs. He was sending me paragraphs of how he said, but he was like, I was telling her like he was saying all this, and she was like, I'm not gonna let him get back with Addison. This and that and the third, and I was like, whatever. He can have her. They can be like the most weirdest couple ever. I don't really care. And she, I'm still her friend to this day. Seth, I'm not his friend, but I told his sister, I was like, tell Seth to delete pictures of me, delete anything that he has of me, to block me on everything, and to delete my my lights, because I gave him my lights. And she was like, okay. And then she was like, I'm sorry this is all happening. I'm not going to let them get together. Like, I promise you. I was like, you don't have to promise me anything. I don't care. Like, I don't really care. Like, Addison can go have Seth. Like, I don't care. They're meant to be together. Whatever. So, now this is like the second day that, no, it was actually the same day. The same day I decided to go on live stream. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already saw the live stream. It was called Rainy Days, and I was playing guitar for you guys. And he had the really big audacity. Like, he has balls. The man really has balls. This was the top of the cake. He had the audacity to come on the live stream. Like, I even saw his name pop up. And I don't think people are going to realize what happened. But when I saw his name, I froze and went, so I just like went back, like my stomach dropped. Like, it was the same feeling that he said, I'm breaking up with you. It was just drop and cold air. Like, my room was already cold. I got ice cold, like winter cold. And I grabbed my water bottle and I chugged it, because I just, my whole mouth went dry. Like, I was just shaking, and I was like, I just went on with the rest of the thing, because I was like, this man is not gonna like ruin my career. He cannot ruin my career. It's not happening. Not at all. He cannot do this. Like, I'm stepping my foot down, and he's not going to ruin my career. And so I went on with the show, because the song.
Girl, you know dang well I'm not putting a song here. That's copyright claims.
So, I thought he was gonna text me on Instagram. I mean, I thought he was gonna text me on. I thought he was gonna text me on TikTok, but he didn't. I thought he was gonna give me like an apology or something, but he didn't. But after, when I saw that happen, I immediately blocked him on TikTok, because at that time I kind of forgot that I had him on TikTok, and I was like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And when somebody brought it up in my live stream, I skimmed past it. I skimmed past it a lot. I deleted the video of him. I go, it's like, I'm F around, I'll give you my last name. That song, that video is deleted. I can't just go and delete the videos that I have of him, like a picture of him and with it. I can't do that. I can't delete my old videos, like the same videos I have of me saying breadstick. I can't do that, because, again, it's my videos. I'm not gonna let him beat down my career. But I don't know how this man is right now. I don't want to talk to him. I just told his sister, like, he's messing up his own future. He's making this, and I was like, God, I got deep into this. I was like, everyone makes their own future, and Seth is writing his own book in the wrong direction. And I was like, I hope he can see one day that what he did to me kind of was messed up, and that I was actually helping him in the situation, but he decided he just told me to F off and leave him alone. And the thing that he picked was the wrong route. And he knew that he should have picked something else, a different direction. Again, she's always telling me, like, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let him mess up his life, like this, and that, and the third. And I'm like, it's gonna happen. He doesn't listen to it. Seth is a non-listener. He gets manipulated really easily. And I dare one of you guys, I can't block him on YouTube, by the way, so he's gonna probably see this video. I dare one of you guys to send him this. I dare one of you guys. Don't do it, please don't do it. But I swear, he's gonna see this video anyways. Hey, I know he's probably watching this, so, hey. I don't want to talk to you. I never want to talk to you. I will keep in contact with your sister because she is my best friend now. I hope you probably see the fact that you really, really messed up. And what you did was very stupid and highly, highly, highly dumb. And I don't want to talk to you. Please don't make a fake account or something, like a stalker type move. Don't comment on this video. If you've made this far in the video, and I'm talking to you now, I need you to know that I don't want to see you, like, at all. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear like something about you. Like, I've told your sister, don't please tell me anything about him. I just want to talk to your sister as your sister. What you did was really highly stupid, and I'm even telling you this. It was highly stupid what you did. The thing you probably previously heard, you should have listened to me, like your girlfriend trying to help you. You should really start listening more. It would really help in the long run. Don't fall for someone just because they're manipulating you. They're trying to get your attention. Just don't do it. Okay? Bright side, I love you. But I also do hate you. And it's not the hate that we used to say to each other. I genuinely am mad at you. You hurt me, and you made that day really hard for me, and I cannot forgive you for what you said to me. So thanks. And I hope that you and her life is sunshine and rainbows. Actually, I hope that you and her life is demons and dragons, and not the fun type of dragons. Anyways, for that video, I'm going to end it now. I'm pretty sure this is actually filmed on a Monday. This is actually filmed before the day I had to post it. Actually, this is filmed on the day I had to post it. I'm sorry. I just procrastinated again. Side girl, broken up, vibe. I would like to hear you guys' story on breakups, because I have more story times coming. I'm pretty sure it's about to turn into a story time channel. But it's still going to turn into my comedy channels and stuff. I'm still going to be reacting to things. I have some more upcoming ideas on how to do for you guys. I'm going to try to balance out my schedule, because Breadstick really actually helped me just balance that out, but he's not here anymore to help me with that. But I'm an independent woman. I can do things on myself. So I'm going to start doing the schedule of me filming 2 videos a day and posting it every Tuesday. Every Tuesday around 3 p.m. on Eastern time will be posted on Tuesdays. Only Tuesdays, unless I figure out what the heck is going to go on. I have another video coming up to you guys. It's going to be a reaction video. I hope you guys like that one. Moral of this whole story is, like I said to Seth himself, don't let somebody manipulate you, and please listen to the people who actually care and love you. Because in the long run, it might help you out in the future. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, comment. Tell me, again, like I said, tell me you guys' like stories or something. I already said, he already sees this. Congratulations. You messed up. I love you guys so much. And remember, stay corona free. Bye.